What's up guys, my name is Ace, and according to the time remaining in the Battle Pass for Black Ops 6, we should be seeing the Season 3 Reloaded update next Thursday, assuming they follow suit with the previous mid-season updates that also dropped on a Thursday. However, with less than a week to go before that presumed update, you would think we should have heard something about the Season 3 Reloaded update by now. And yet, still no official news whatsoever as to when we can expect to see this. And so I've seen a lot of people asking, is Season 3 Reloaded delayed? And initially I was thinking this might be the case as well, and it actually still might be the case since we haven't heard any information yet. However, I did look back on the Season 1 Reloaded update as well as the Season 2 Reloaded update for Black Ops 6, and so far they've been pretty consistent with this. We didn't get the roadmap for those until 2 days before the update actually dropped. So assuming they're following suit with that, we probably won't be seeing our roadmap until Tuesday next week, and then Thursday will be the update itself. And looking back to Modern Warfare 3, we almost always got the roadmap for any major update, whether that was a full season update or a mid-season update. We would almost always get it at least the week before the update hit. So it's understandable that a lot of people are assuming that Season 3 Reloaded will be delayed. And as I said, it's still possible that it is delayed. I just don't think that's the case if they're following suit with what they've been doing. And I really hope it's not the case. Either way, I think that does highlight that we've seen a pretty big step back in terms of communication this year compared to last year with Modern Warfare 3, where we were getting communication very consistently and well in advance of updates, so we knew what to expect going forward, and that was really helpful as far as staying engaged with the game if you knew you had something coming up soon. And it's not just comms either. The post-launch support in general for Black Ops 6 has felt very lackluster compared to last year, and it really doesn't feel like they're treating this like a game as a service, despite the fact that that's the direction that the Call of Duty franchise has taken. So in these areas, it's been a massive step backwards in my opinion. But in either case, let's do a recap of some of the things that we can expect to see for the second half of Season 3. Some of this will be coming right with the Season 3 Reloaded updates. Some of it will likely be coming after the update, but we don't have any information on that quite yet. When it comes to maps, we're getting one core 6v6 map, and this is Haven. And this is one that was rumored to be a Sledgehammer map that was initially intended for Modern Warfare 3, but apparently, according to leaks, they ended up holding some maps like this one back in order to pad out the content for Black Ops 6 a little bit. But then on top of that, we're going to be seeing Signal, which is a strike map or a face-off map, so not in regular core rotation. And then also, we are going to be seeing a reskin of a map that's already in the game, and this is Blazetown, which is just a reskin of Nuketown. And that's it as far as map content. Next, when it comes to gameplay content we can expect, we have the Vendetta perk. And this is that Tier 2 Recon or Blue perk, where on respawn, it marks your killer's last known position for a short duration, and you get bonus score for eliminating that enemy. However, it is countered by the Vigilance perk. Then after that, for gameplay content, we're going to be getting the Ladra SMG, which seems to be based on the Spectre SMG from the past. And then for weapon mods, we've just got one more coming for the rest of the season as far as we know, and that is the 7.62 mini rocket conversion for the Goblin Mark II. And with that, it mentions it converts the Goblin into full auto, and there's splash damage capabilities that come at the expense of bullet velocity and fire rate. With this, it will equip a new barrel and magazine, and it will block the barrel, muzzle, and magazine attachments. And unfortunately, that's it as far as the content that we're aware of at this point. Now, it's possible they slip in some other stuff that they just didn't mention in the Season 3 blog post, but that's pretty rare to see. Usually they outline everything. You just don't get all the details as far as exactly when you can expect it and how it will be added to the game. But not a whole lot of gameplay content going forward for the rest of the season. Next, a feature that we were meant to see with the launch of Season 3, but I still don't see it there. It's still not available, and I haven't seen any official word on this as well as to why we don't have this, despite the fact that they told us it would be there at launch for Season 3. This is the base blueprint swap feature, which allows you to mix and match attachments from various blueprints. So I'm really curious to see what's going on with that one. Can we expect that for Season 3 Reloaded, or is it getting delayed even further? We don't really know. That's the type of communication I'm hoping to see whenever we get the info on Season 3 Reloaded. Again, if they follow suit with how they've been doing things, it should be coming up on Tuesday. But after that, for multiplayer, the only other things we really know about are two events that are coming. One is the Blaze of Glory event, and the other is an event called Got Your 6, and this is apparently a COD endowment event. We don't have any further details on that. Again, we should be seeing that coming up soon, although it would have been nice to get this information before the weekend. And then on the Warzone side of things, a couple of the big things that we can expect to see for the second half of the season are, first off, ranked play. That is going to be coming back. And I'm very interested to see the details on how they're handling ranked play this time around. Like, are there going to be actual gameplay changes? What sort of limitations are we going to be seeing? kind of hoping we see some health adjustments just for ranked play in particular, like maybe a little bit more base health, but obviously time will tell on that one. And then another thing is they are going to have a mode that's coming mid-season called High Trip, and this is a limited time mode with massive resurgence potential and apparently a special narrator, and this is weed themed, so I'm guessing Snoop Dogg, but we'll wait and see on that one. He usually makes an appearance in most Call of Duty games, it seems, and this would be the perfect event for that. And with that, that's pretty much it as far as all of the stuff that we know about so far that we can be expecting for the second half of Season 3. And overall, if that's it, especially on the multiplayer side of things, it's going to be a pretty slow second half to the season. It really seems like there just hasn't been much going on with Black Ops 6 lately. And it's really unfortunate because I like the base game of Black Ops 6, but staying engaged and excited to continue playing and making content on this has been very difficult lately, just because we haven't really been getting much as far as communication as to what we can look forward to in the future, as well as just general content updates. They've been very spread out, and we really haven't seen too many really exciting things that really get you excited to hop in and play the game again. In fact, this is kind of feeling like one of those years where they've pretty much given up and are just doing the absolute bare minimum for the rest of this title. And I wouldn't be surprised if they focused most of their attention on the next Call of Duty game already, and we basically just got like a skeleton crew supporting Black Ops 6. That's at least how it feels from a player's perspective based on the lack of communication we've been getting, as well as the lackluster content drops. But of course, those are just my opinions, and this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. How are you guys feeling about the current state of communication and post-launch support for Black Ops 6? And is there anything in particular that you're really excited about for the Season 3 Reloaded update? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.